Hey, what's going on everyone? Vega here for SerpentX Tech, and in our last video we did an unboxing of this Elphapex DG1 home. Look at the interior, and now it's time to go ahead and get this guy set up. I'm going to walk you through that setup process, as well as look at the profitability of this particular miner. Now, right behind it are two Jazz miners. Those can mine Ethereum Classic or ETC hash and ETH hash, while the Elphapex DG1 can mine Script, which is merge mining, so Litecoin, Dogecoin, Bell's Coin, a whole bunch of other tokens. And while those are air cooled, this is liquid cooled, and you can see the pump there and the radiator combo. Really cool setup, really beautiful. The Elphapex team killed it on the design. So how is it profitability wise? And let's go switch over to the computer and log into this device right now. And once we're on the computer, we just need to find the IP address of the machine. I can use my router or the router that it's connected to. I can use Angry IP Scanner. Just got to put in the first set of IP addresses and the last set, and then we'll scan everything in between. And once we identify the IP address, as we can see here, is being shown as DG1 home, we got to pop that into our address bar, and then we need to log in. The default login for the DG1 home is root as the default username and password, but please make sure to change that. And then once we log in, we're presented with this dashboard. Doesn't look like we have a dark mode that I could enable. Would be nice, but here on the left hand side we got the menu, we got the miner where we got to plug in our information, like the pool address, username, password, IP, if we want to set it to DHCP or static, whichever we choose. Update, well, we could update the firmware. I'm not sure there's an update quite yet. And then obviously password, where we need to change it from root to something a little bit stronger. Hit save, and you might get logged out. Yep, sure enough. So root, and then your new password. NTP server, logs to check on everything, see how everything is running. It's going to present the newest at the top, or at the very bottom, oldest at the very top. And then Wi-Fi, if we want to connect Wi-Fi, connect through Wi-Fi rather than Ethernet, we can do that as well. And search for wireless connections. At the very bottom, we got restore and reboot, restore to factory settings, or reboot the device. So right now, we just need to identify what pool we're going to mine to with this particular miner. And my favorite pool to go to is miningpoolstats.stream. If we look for Doge or Litecoin, whichever or, F2 pool, via BTC, Ant pool, Spider pool, Litecoin pool, whichever one you like or that fits your area, right? Obviously, if you're in the US and you're mining to a Asia server, that can impact you a bit. You just want to make sure you have a good, strong connection. F2 pool does offer merge mining, but I'm already mining with my mini Doge miners. For example, I've been utilizing DX Pool for my smaller miners, and I mined some Dog M, Lucky Coin, Junk Coin, Pep, Dingo. I didn't set up my wallet or anything, but I'm merge mining all of these coins, including Bell, Doge, and Litecoin. But if we look at the pools on miningpoolstats.stream, look at how far DX Pool has fallen. It's fallen quite a bit. Right, 14 on the Dogecoin side, and then on Litecoin it's number 16, which means we're not going to hit blocks as often. Last time DX Pool hit a block on Litecoin was 26 hours ago. Dogecoin has been so long that it doesn't even register over here on the right hand side, so it might be better to switch to a different pool. The reason you would choose a higher up pool is because you might get smaller payouts every time, but they'd be more consistent. Whereas if you go to a lesser pool, or a pool that doesn't have as much hash rate, the payouts will be less frequent, but more of it. It's just you got to wait till the whole pool hits a block. So just choose whichever pool is best for you, your region, you know, whether you're US, EU, Asia, whatever it might be. In this case, we're just going to switch probably to either F2 pool or via BTC. Depending on the pool, you can solo mine some of these tokens, but I wouldn't encourage it, especially for script miners, because the net hash and difficulty is just too damn high. So you could choose the payment on via BTC for PPS Plus or PPLNS for pay per last number of shares. We're just going to leave alone 2% on this one, 4% on this one. On F2 pool, I actually do have some Litecoin on here, but either one, it's going to take a hot minute for me or the miner, if you only have one of these, to hit the threshold. You can see on via BTC, 0.201 is the minimum amount to pay out to your wallet. and whereas F2 pool is 0.02. So it's going to take a hot minute. You're going to need to leave your miners on there for quite a bit compared to like DX pool. So again, you got to factor all of these into it. You can see we don't have anything on here just yet. So if we go to the dashboard, it will give us the information we need to plug in, right? So pool URL 1, 2, and 3, we just need to plug in that information. And then we go to our miner, and we're going to put in the username and the worker, right? So your username is whatever the name of your account is, dot, and then the worker name. So something like that, DG1 home. I'm going to put that for all. Password, I'm just going to leave it alone. Or do my normal 1337, one of my favorites to do. But just got to fill in all 3 areas on the mining pool configuration page. And then hit save. And then give it a minute for the miner to start hashing away. And we can check the dashboard. But we also want to check and make sure we're showing up at the pool. Another alternative is you can mine script on NiceHash, or for example mining Dutch, right? That's one of the pools here, mining-dutch.nl. You're gonna get, instead of using a wallet address as your username, you're gonna get a username just like we saw on via BTC. But if you look at their payout settings on either one of these pools, you got to mine, you merge mine these coins, but then you got to get paid out to a separate wallet, right? So you won't be able to convert these. Whereas on Mining Dutch, you can choose to convert whatever junk coin or PEP or Lucky Coin or Bellows coin you mine into Litecoin or into Doge. Some people do want to mine these tokens straight up, like they don't want to convert them into Litecoin, Dogecoin, or whatever. But some people don't, and they don't want to have to create wallets or utilize a wallet for these what I would call lesser coins. Each project has its purpose. I'm not trying to be derogatory, but these lesser coins, people don't want to have a host a wallet or download the wallet or expose their wallet, so they just convert them automatically using Mining Dutch, which is pretty cool. But either pool would be an option for you to choose. Again, if you want to not get paid out in these lesser coins and just get Litecoin or Bitcoin or Dogecoin, you know, NiceHash to convert it all to Bitcoin, Mining Dutch to convert to Litecoin or to Doge or some coin of your choice. But via BTC, F2 pool, and some of these top pools, you're going to need to go in there and configure your payout address for each of the tokens you want. Now going back to the miner and the dashboard, it's starting to kick on, but we're still giving it some time. We got 48 shares accepted. Difficulty adjustment, and so much more right here on the homepage. It's pretty cool, actually, to give us a little bit more information. We can see the pumps running at 2460 RPM, and then the fans are right around 1000 RPM. So things are ramping up. We can see the chip number, the chip frequency, theoretical hash rate, I believe, and then overall hash rate. Now let's go look at profitability while this thing starts to ramp up. On hashrate.no, the profitability has diminished, but for the DG1 home, it's saying that we're making about $3.55, so let's say $3.50 a day. After electricity costs, $1.34, because I believe this miner is supposed to only pull 620 watts, which is about what we're getting in a kilowatt meter at 2 gigahash. And if you move down to Doge, 84 cents profit after the cost of electricity, which right now I have it calculated, I believe, at 15 cents per kilowatt hour. You see it over here on the left-hand side. Litecoin straight up, you're negative $1.82. So merge mining is the best way to go. Even if you're directly mining PEP, you might get more of PEP, but you're making negative $2 a day. So your best bet is NiceHash script, Dogecoin or Litecoin merge mining straight up. Looking at ASIC miner value, again, income daily at the same at 8 cents per kilowatt hour. You're looking at $3.21 a day, but $2.02 profit after $1.20 in electricity. So at that current electric rate of 8 cents per kilowatt hour, you're looking at $2 a day after, you know, cost of electric. So the miner is profitable. It is quiet. It doesn't draw a lot of power. You can run this on a 110, 120 volt electrical outlet. I just wouldn't, you know, be mindful of how many devices you got connected to one line or one electrical channel per breaker, right? For example, in my kitchen, I might have 3, 4, 5 outlets all connected to the same breaker on one electrical wire. And if you're not paying attention to that or take note of that, you will add too much and overload your breaker. But you can run it because it's quiet inside your house, draw very little electricity, and merge mine any one of these coins. So profitability wise, pretty cool. It's not going to blow you away, right? There's other projects or even miners out there from the Elphapex team, including like the DG1 Hydro, $20 a day at 8 cents per kilowatt hour. You got the L9 still killing it, $20 a day. The Volk Miner D1 Hydro, $34 a day. And hopefully another one that I get to play around with, which is the Flu Miner in the future. I'm not sure. I'm still waiting to hear back about that. $6.20 a day. But script mining has been the most consistent out of all of the various projects, right? Caspa did very well for a long time, but it's not doing as well as it used to. A lot of people have those ASICs. Some of them, or a majority of them, become paperweights. Script mining, Dogecoin, Litecoin is proven, and I think it's going to be here for time to come. At least that's my belief, that I'm just a guy on the internet. You can see the pool's already detecting our miner and starting to kick on, so we need to switch over our smaller miners to the same thing, and we should be around 2.2 gigahash with all our little miners, including the DG1 home. If we refresh the dashboard, we should see, there we go, we're hitting the hash rate target. We're actually getting a little bit above that. Even though this device is only rated for 2 gigahash, we're getting above the marketing term. Let's see how long that stays, especially considering thermals. Which, speaking of thermals, where are the temperatures on these chips? I do not see temperatures on these chips. I would like to see that. Very strange. I only see fan and pump, but I don't see temperature readouts. So maybe it would be nice, Elphapex team, if you could have that information. You're obviously using a sensor to see the temperature where it says normal. Maybe it's give us a capability to see the actual chip temperatures. That would be great. I found the temp section, by the way. Just the GUI could be a little bit more intuitive, I guess you could say, or user-friendly. It's down here under pick TEM. I'm guessing temperature. So 49.7 to 54.5 Celsius is where the chips are running. We only have one board, so these other boards show 0. And it's currently hashing at 2155 gigahash, estimated 2160, frequency 64,000. So temperatures down here under PIC TEM. But yeah, the Elphapex DG1 home doesn't look like what's pictured here. It didn't look like what was pictured at Mining Disrupt, but they did improve the aesthetics, and I really like the way it turned out. Rather than this flat box, they got some curved edges. It's very appealing. It's very attractive. If you had this inside your house next to your computer, people would definitely ask you, what is it? And you could say that you're mining Doge and Litecoin. And if you're interested in getting one, check out one of the links in the description for one of my partners or colleagues or affiliate links that help support the channel if you are going to buy one of these. And I thank you so much for hanging out with us. But that's going to do it for today's video. Do me a favor on the way out. Make sure to hit that like button, get subscribed, hit the notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out additional links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here. And I'll catch you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Take care. I need to see if there is an update for the Elphapex DG1 software. Is there an update or firmware update for this thing yet? If you happen to still be here, I did notice something. Look at my firmware version on this one. I just got this miner. It's on version 1.0.2, but if we go to the Elphapex website, a firmware version released on January 4th, 2025 is version 1.0.0.1. So it looks like the one that's on my machine now is newer than the one that's currently on their website, which is very intriguing. I wonder if they will release the one that I have on here or on my machine, unless these are the same, but release it to the general public. Stay tuned. If I have any updates, I'll make sure to let you know on my X or social medias. But yeah, just wanted to share that little bit of information. Take care.